Sometimes people are not careful the way we speak to others. But hey, if you want to transform lives, then dignity and respect should be one of the key factors. In especially if you are exemplar, you have to be mindful about the way you talk. You have to be mindful about the way you treat people. Please take equal opportunities on board because it really counts. Whenever you are touching something or doing something, kindly remember something concerning the implications. Take that one on board before you dive into anything. You know, men, when they come to you for the first time, they exhibit something youthful that you think that will be all. Hi my lovely people, how are you all doing? I believe you well. I welcome you all to 56 Global Network, where we always encourage for appropriate change. Beloved, how are you once again? I love everybody, especially you. My name is Lady Dr. IreneB. Whenever I come on your way, that means I have something useful to discuss with you. How are you once again? God bless you. As usual, we have a categories of series, which is Adichemu and some reflection as well as holistic. However, in this particular video, I want to discuss something concerning holistic approach. And what is that? So before we dive into it, you know, we always recap on our last session. Whatsoever that we deliver on our last session, we recap a bit before moving on to the next stage. So who can let us know something that we discussed on our last session? As usual, if you know, then you put it underneath the description forum, okay? And I'll review it and then send you some feedback. May God richly bless you so much. I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge all those of you who has been sharing, liking, commenting, as well as sharing on your walls, and then follow. All that I can say is God richly bless you. Please continue to support because your blessings await. Everybody, get your part. Right, let's get started. Tonight's topic concerning holistic approach. I've read some case study and I want us to discuss it further. It was all regarding humanity. Having said that, dealing with the people is a critical issue that everyone needs to take it on board. Whoever deal with humanity, all that I can say is to be mindful about the way you treat people, the way you respect people, the way you discriminate, because we have to take it on board in our daily lives concerning equal opportunities, because it really counts. Why am I saying that? Because recapping or reading something concerning this kind of case study, I came to find out that sometimes people are not careful the way we speak to others. But hey, if you want to transform lives, then dignity and respect should be one of the key factors before you be able to transform lives. In especially if you are exemplar, you have to be mindful about the way you talk. You have to be mindful about the way you treat people. Please take equal opportunities on board because it really counts. Right, moving further. I read this case study concerning a man who married numerous of women. And you know, men, they always want to test somebody. In regards to that, they don't even think about the implications. Remember, whenever you are touching something or doing something, kindly remember something concerning the implications. Take that one on board before you dive into anything. All right, I know some of the men, they don't even think about that. They only go into the women and then do whatsoever that they want to do with them. But please, if you want to change lives, moreover, if you want to be exemplar, please be mindful about how many people or how many ladies you're going to go out with, because the negative impact is numerous. or massive than the positive aspects. Please, polygamy isn't accurate. Remember that. So this man went in for a woman. He didn't even think about having numerous of them already, but in the case study, I found out that he only think about himself without thinking about anybody else. And so he went in for another woman on top of his wives. And this woman was also happy because the man, you know, men, when they come to you for the first time, they exhibit something youthful that you think that will be all. Meanwhile, when you dip into it, you can see that you are the woman going to sponsor. So in initial stage, he went in for this woman. He couldn't even tell the woman that, oh, I have numerous of them already. So guess what? After they had a child, and then this woman came to realize that the man is deceiving her somehow. One day he came home with a little boy, and he lied to the lady that, oh, this is my sister's child, and so this guy is coming to live with us. The woman really took care of that little boy. She did all the possible best that she can to take good care of that little boy. She spent a lot shopping, everything, you know. So the guy adopted to the woman, and the woman also took the guy as her own. However, eventually the truth came out. And how did it happen? The man also, on the other hand, went in for another lady, and something triggered. So it became an open distance that this man have numerous of them. So that time the guy was in the teen, and this woman also said, oh, initially I wasn't a Christian, but now I've seen the light, and the Bible says we should be mindful about somebody's husband. That polygamy isn't accurate. So the woman intended to quit without even having enough money on her, but she decided to quit. And then she made an accurate decision. She made a bold decision, and then eventually she quit. So one day she was on the way to shop, and then it was years back, and then he met the guy on the roadside, and he said, oh, isn't it you? And the way the guy spoke to the woman wasn't accurate at all. The guy said, if it was me, so what? And so what? He was trying to be rude to the woman, and the woman said, oh, were you not the one that I took care of? Were you not the one that I spent a lot of money on? Were you not the one that I was cooking for you? Were you not the one that I was washing your clothing? And the guy said, yeah, so what? You took care of me, so what? And the woman said, is that how you speak to me? The guy repeated that, so what? You were my dad's girlfriend, and you are no more in the house. You moved on. So where do you know me? Why do you even want to speak to me? Wow. It became an obvious to the woman, and the woman said, were you not the same person that I was taking care of? Were you not the same person that I was killing myself for? Were you? The guy repeats, said, so what? So, in this extent, I noticed something here. There wasn't respect, neither dignity, and ungratefulness, because the guy knew that this lady was spending a lot on him. And years back, now that the lady is broke, this boy wants to disrespect the woman all because the woman and his dad are no longer living together. Is that how to talk to an elderly person? The lady wept, and then she just left. On her way home, she met another young person, and the guy was driving a car. When he saw the woman, he just pulled out and called the woman, "Auntie, auntie, where are you going? I know you." And then the woman was just crying. The guy said, "Auntie, where are you going?" Said, "I'm going home." The guy said, "Just sit in the car, let me go and drop you." And then the guy took the woman home. In short, where he took the woman wasn't an accurate place. It was uncompleted house. There wasn't any lights. There was nothing in the place. Even bed there wasn't. The woman sleep on the floor. And so this guy asked her, "Auntie, how do you cope in this place? So, did you rent this place or what?" And the woman said, "Even here, someone loaned me. I just sleep here and then clean the place." And this guy took it on board. The guy said, "No, auntie, you just wait for me, I'm coming." The guy drove to the city and then searched for 2-bedroom apartments, and eventually the guy got one. He came back and packed the woman's belongings and said, "Auntie, I've got some place for you. You are not living in this place anymore." And so the guy took the woman to the place, and the woman wept and wept and wept. So when the woman eventually get to the place and prayed for him, beloved, you don't know tomorrow. So whoever you have encounter with, be very, very, very careful the way we treat people. You know what? If you are dealing with humanity, my dear, deal with compassion. That's where one of our components will come in. Compassion, attitude. If you have compassion attitude, you'll be able to rescue the vulnerabilities. This guy took it on board, clothing the woman, fed food for her. She furnished the house and ensured that the woman will be happy. And so the woman, not knowing the guy was looking for something, the guy has been prayed over and over and over for a visa session. He's been going for visa session and he will be refusing. He wanted to travel. This woman poured her heart and prayed for her. The next visa session, the guy was granted 5 years. Woo! That is prayer. That is the benefit of prayer. That is the essence of prayer. That is the essence of gratefulness. If you take somebody on board, like someone is vulnerable and you want to support the person in terms of their needs, God will also open all closed doors in your life. And eventually, this guy now living in America, you see how God works? God works in a mysterious ways. So please, I'm pleading and advising, I'm educating, and I'm empowering. If only you're going to take this kind of case study on board, be mindful the way you treat people, whether the person is your mother, whether the person is your auntie, whether the person is a stranger, whoever that you have encountered with. Please, 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 the little that you'll be able to do is going to be a blessing in your life. This guy treated the woman very well. And so, in conclusion, the woman went to the market another day, the one that he's been taking care of. And now the guy said, "Oh, you haven't done anything for me." "Oh, okay, you say you know me, and so what? Why do you know me? You know me, so what? You no more living with my dad, and so what have you done for me? You've done nothing for me, and don't even call me like your son. Where do you know me?" You know, this guy was able to say all sorts of abusive things to the woman. and he doesn't know that tomorrow might not be his. Like I always said, today is for us, however, tomorrow might not be ours. So whatsoever that you're doing for the day, my dear, you got to be very, very careful and know the way you talk to people. Respect and dignity counts. Whatsoever that you are doing, please ensure that you are doing it to the glory of the Lord. And I know one day God is going to open closed doors in your life through somebody. And so in conclusion, when they met on the roadside, the woman has really transformed. Oh, what happened? God sent his angels to transform this woman's life. And now when the guy saw her, he wanted to have a word with her. She wanted to have a chat with her. She wanted to say all sorts of things. She wanted to brief her what has went on between his dad. And the woman said, "Excuse me, what you saying, I'm not interested. Could you please let me go?" And the guy was just looking at her. The woman has just transformed. Similarly, somebody will treat you same. And if care is not taken, you are going to misbehave. But please, please, I'm pleading that whoever you have encounter with, if you needed a blessing from God, please be mindful about the way you talk. Thank you ever so much for watching this video, and I will see you in another video. Lady Dr. IreneB, God bless you. Bye. In your time, oh yes Lord, in your time, oh, you made all this beautiful. I appreciate you and solitude. Hey, you made all this beautiful. You done it again. Exceedingly, you would do abundantly. You made all this beautiful. You made all this beautiful. And there is none like you.